Welcome back. It's Dr. Jen Boney, better known as Doc Jen Fit, Doctor of Physical Therapy and owner and founder of Gen Health, your one-stop for all aches and pains that you can freely search on our platform or follow a plan for more detailed long-term relief in your body. Now, today I'm going to give you part one, video one of our Strong Start series. So this is going to help you feel more confident in getting back into lifting, whether you're rehabbing, whether you're feeling pain, or you just want some cues and variations to feel more confident within your body. Today is going all over squats. So whether you've had knee pain or you're afraid to do a back squat because of your back, I'm going to give you different variations of what you can do within the squat so that you feel more comfortable within your body and confident to be able to lift heavier, safer. Now, all the equipment that we'll be using and you'll be seeing in the video is from PRX. This is a company that we use exclusively in our home gym and we absolutely love it. So anything that you're looking for, whether it's your home gym equipment with dumbbells and racks and squats, whatever it is that you need, please check out PRX. We're going to have a special link. Make sure to use that link because it gives you an automatic discount. Squats are going to be in every program, essentially. So understanding how to do a squat that's more suitable for your body is what we're trying to go for. So I think in general, everyone should be able to understand and know how to do a goblet squat. Would you agree? I mean,
yes,
it's
absolutely.
Front of the body. It's something that we are going to be picking things off the floor, squatting back down. So having this awareness of just how to do a better goblet squat is going to be good for your knees. Take pressure off your low back if you're afraid of like any barbell squatting or you're afraid of the barbell in general. This is a great place to start. Okay, so let's have you pick up the weight. And for the setup in general, so one thing that I like to say is you're going to kind of be pulling your elbows down and almost like you're pulling your shoulder blades out in front of you. So pull the elbows down toward each other and then push the weight in front of you a little bit more. Yeah, that way.
There we go.
Because what that does is it naturally stacks the body. So now his rib cage is over his pelvis without having to like squeeze the core or do anything crazy. It automatically kind of stacks you.
Yep.
Do you feel that?
Yep.
Great. Now with a squat, a lot of people have been told, stick the booty out, right?
Yes.
We're going to break that habit right now. Again, we're going for healthy knees as we age. So we want the knees and the hips to break at the same time. So let's see that happen. The knees will go forward, the bottom goes straight down, and then you press from the feet, push down the ground and to come back up. A good thing to kind of work on is an inhale around this rib cage as he comes down. So again, the elbows are pressing forward, and then inhale as he comes down, as low as you want to go. Exhale, push through the feet into the ground to come up. Okay, so you're not lifting the back to come up, you're just pushing the ground away from you. Okay. Let's just see one more. So inhale, go as low as you feel comfortable, and then exhale, press it back up. Great, amazing. Now for those who are a little bit more afraid of the knee pain when it comes to squats and letting those knees come forward, because you do need forward knees for goblet squats, right? So we're getting a box. So he's going to show you how to sit back toward a box and come back up. This is going to allow the hips to come back, make it a little bit more of a hip dominant squat so the knees don't feel like they're taking as much pressure, but it still gets you into that squatting motion and starting to lift. So we'll go into the barbell here. Now, before you even come up, I want you to see as he pulls his arms back, he creates a little shelf with his upper traps. This is what the bar is going on. It's not going onto the neck. Okay, so you want to make sure you can feel that. If you lift your shoulder blades a little bit, you can feel this tension into the upper traps, and that's where the bar is going. Now he'll unrack and come up, and he's going to be about a foot away from the box. So you can come a little bit further, a little closer, a little further, wherever you feel most comfortable right now. And always have the feet under you to what feels best for you. So walk your feet out a little bit. It might be a little bit further forward for some. It might be toes out a little bit. There's no one way you have to squat. It's based on what your body likes to do. Now from here, again, I want him to inhale from the rib cage. Exhale, he's going to set the rib cage down. This is going to help to engage in the core. Now, as he drops his bottom back toward the box, his knees are still going to bend, but the forward motion comes from your comfort level. So come on down into that sitting position. You could take a break here, you could rest, or you just barely tap. And then you're gonna press from the feet. So lean forward, push from the feet, and exhale as you come up. So we'll go that again. So we'll inhale on the way down, inhaling from that rib cage. Keep that rib cage down as he exhales and comes up. Good. And there's no extra tuck of the bottom on the way up. So I love that he's showing this stays stacked the entire time. Try one more. So coming straight down, exhale, push down from the floor, and that bottom stays right in line with that rib cage. There's no extra tuck. That doesn't help to activate the glutes anymore. That actually happens from stretching at the bottom and then pushing from the ground on the way up. So great. So just to give you more options, if you have a barbell set up and you feel comfortable with doing a back squat, now I want you, if you're going to do it more on, so just go ahead and turn around and we'll just show. So here, so let's turn this way a bit. Elevate your shoulder blades up, and this is your upper traps here. So you don't want the bar resting on your neck. I think that's where a lot of people get in trouble, is they want to put a pad because they're putting it on their neck. You want the bar to rest on these upper traps here. Now this upright, more upright, high bar position is helping you to keep more of an upright chest as you go lower into that squat, which puts more of your knees going forward, making it a bit more of a quad focused, knee focused squat position. When we put the bar a little lower, which is going to demand a lot more shoulder range of motion. So some people might not even have this available, but if you put it a bit lower on your shoulder blade area, now you're going to have to lean forward a little bit more, but because of that lean, it's going to stretch in your glutes, stretch in those hamstrings, make it a little bit more of what we call posterior chain focus, take a little bit of pressure off your knees. Now, all in all, both of them are still a squat. So either way, you're still working your quads and your knees and your glutes. It's just a little bit different of a focus depending on where you want to go. Sure. So we'll try each one. Tyler will show us. So coming under the bar, and he's going to feel where those upper traps are. So you can kind of settle into that position. You can shrug, you can find where those upper traps are, and then you just come out of the bar from there. Set up your feet. And again, feet go where you feel most comfortable. Now from here, he's again going to breathe into this rib cage area, setting from the rib cage and the elbows kind of pulling back and down, and he'll go straight into that squat. Hips down, knees forward, exhaling, pressing the foot down. Perfect. Now let's reset and let's just show a difference. So come back into the rack. Okay. And we'll just show the difference into a different squat. So now he's going to go lower. This might mean he has to go further out with his hands wherever he needs to for his own shoulder mobility. And then now coming out of that bar. Again, feet go where you feel comfortable. And then now inhale from that rib cage. He's going to have to lean a little bit further forward. So going into that squat position, it's going to take that chest forward. Yeah. And then pressing back up. Perfect. And then re-rack. How did that feel? What did you feel in the difference between those two squats?
So the setup feels just different because there's not as much of a shelf to rest the barbell on.
Yeah.
But then down, I feel like I engage my core a little bit. The weight just shifts a little bit. So
yeah, it's not a huge shift.
Right. Different battle compared to a high bar squat.
Yeah. And it is going to put a little bit more core demand because you lean a little bit further forward.
Yep.
So a little bit low back focus as well. So those who want to strengthen your low back, not a bad place to start to go into. I hope that you enjoyed it, learned a little bit something, maybe heard something that sparked what you're going to try in the gym next. Now, if you want to feel more confident in lifting long-term and implementing the things like jump training, reactive training, balance training that we all hear that we should be doing as we age, especially if we want to protect our joints, bones, and tendons as we age, I put together a new course called Lifting for Longevity, where not only I'm doing it all the way through with you, but I'm doing it with my 73-year-old mother so that you can see whether you are fit and athletic and want ways to progress confidently, or you are feeling aches, pains, have arthritis, and you want ideas and variations so that you can adapt for your own individual body. We have it all available in our Lifting for Longevity course. So grab a little discount. We'll have that linked and join an incredible community learning how to feel stronger for life.
Don't forget, if you love what you're learning, I have so much more in stock for you. So hit that subscribe button, check out the other videos I've done in the past, and leave any comments of any suggestions that you have for videos in the future. And I can't wait to help you feel incredible and amazing within your body.